Welcome back, Bepro Network Bulls. Today we're going to take a little dive into the upcoming prospects for 2023 when it relates to Bepro Network and Taikai. Whether that be some of the things coming within this first quarter of the year, or maybe some of the longer term goals and some of the end goals for the end of the year to finish off 2023. There's some seriously exciting developments happening within the Bepro Network ecosystem and for Taikai Labs, the parent company of all these products. Now, there's quite a bit to get through this video, so let's first start off with a major revamp of the parent company of our beloved products, whether that be Taikai or Bepro Network. There's a huge revamping of Taikai Labs, both in branding and name. Now, I've seen this time and time again. There's a very common thing for new people within the Bepro Network ecosystem to get confused between Taikai product, the Bepro Network product, the DAP-Kit product, and the Taikai Labs company. Now, this is understandable. So Taikai Labs have noticed this and they're going to undergo a full revamping in both design and naming of the company to streamline the design and unmistakably differentiate all of the products within the current Taikai Labs company. Both Taikai, DAP-Kit, and Bepro Network. This is really important to see from a company of this magnitude, as they really started to notice that they've made some really big connections within the space they were involved in, and it's time to advance the company into a more mature state, to steadily advancing the company to the next step, delivering a crystal clear message of what is achievable with all the products under the current Taikai Labs company. So let's talk about some of the goals in relation to product development for both Taikai and Bepro Network. One of the main goals for Bepro and Taikai currently is to get as much user feedback as possible from both the Taikai and Bepro Network application, whether that be from developers or clients using these products. So I'll quote here our CTO and co-founder, Elder Vasconcelos. "We are committed to delivering high quality products and services that meet the needs of our users and community. We believe that this approach will lead to long-term success and growth. In addition, we stay up to date with industry advancements and trends to ensure that our products are at the forefront of innovation. Our overall product vision is closely aligned with our long-term vision and strategy as a company." Some very wise words from Elder there. You can really see that they are taking this company seriously and want to be a highly respected player within the ecosystem it's involved in. They want to be at the top of the game. There's no one better, no one more professional, Bepro and Taikai. I'm very excited to see what the new name and branding is going to be of Taikai Labs. I wonder how they're going to pull it off. I'm eager to hear. Now let's talk a little about my personal favourite and my personal star of the show for Bepro and Taikai. Let's talk a bit about Bepro Network's upcoming technical roadmap in 2023. There's several new features and updates planned for Bepro Network this year, and some of them are off the chain. Well, actually no, they're all on chain. Oh, did you like my joke? That was spur of the moment joke then. Anyway, so this one is crazy. Multi-chain support. One of the major planned features for Bepro Network this year is to congregate all of the existing networks already found within the Bepro Network ecosystem, whether that be Bigot, Aurora, or the Moonbeam one, as well as the newly announced MATIC chain. The number 10 crypto project is using Bepro Network for a bounty network. All of it will be encompassed within one location, and that location is Bepro Network. You will be able to come to the Bepro Network app and find all of the bounties and jobs found within all these other chains in one streamlined place. Fantastic. This was one of my biggest concerns about adding these new custom networks, was that I was unsure about how we were able to keep all of these developers within our own ecosystem, as to not drive all the users to other places. Now you will still be able to go to these other chains development apps with their own branding and fully streamlined towards their product itself. However, if you're a new user or a new developer just looking for a new job to find, or a potential project trying to find the best place to host your bounty, then all you will need to do is to come to the Bepro Network app and you will be able to see everything encompassed within the Bepro Network ecosystem, which is absolutely fantastic. I'm sure you can understand why this is so huge for Bepro Network, and it will demonstrate the vast throughput that this product offers, and we'll be able to see just how much capital is locked up in these other chains all in one place. Perfect. With it, we'll also see a bounty discovery page found on the Bepro Network development app, providing the community and users an overview of all of the major things happening within the Bepro Network ecosystem, whether that be on another chain, whether that be a bounty completion for one of our beloved custom networks, potential new jobs for developers to get their teeth sunk into within all of the other chains found on the Bepro Network ecosystem. This is fantastic. Once again, streamlining the process for users so it's as efficient as possible for everyone involved. Another feature to be added, which once again adds to the professionalism of the Bepro Network product itself, is the integration of Bepro notifications. You will be streamlined updates from all across the Bepro Network ecosystem, whether that be a new bounty opened within our development app or one of these custom chains. Anything worthy of a notification, whether that be a proposal, a dispute, a bounty, a pull request, all of it will be streamlined to you. So you get all the information you need in a heartbeat. This is also perfect to help increase the mobile experience of our application, which has been slept on a lot. We haven't seen or heard many people talk about the mobile version of our application, and I'm unsure if we even have a mobile application right now. We will also see the integration of Wallet Connect SDK, making it far easier for users to participate within the Bepro Network ecosystem, as it doesn't single out one mandatory wallet needed in order to interact with this product. Everyone has their own way of doing things, so let's not single out one type of user. Let's not force people into using one type of wallet. So they will be able to use a variety of wallets in order to interact with the product. Perfect. Once again, proving they are determined to provide the highest quality, most professional product on the market for organizations, users, and projects. Fantastic. We are seeing the transition of Bepro Network and Taikai into a top tier, high quality product. Now finally, one of the biggest things coming to Bepro Network will be the implementation of KYC, Know Your Customer, for the developers participating within the bounties. It's easy to get lost into the decentralization aspect of cryptocurrency and blockchain. However, we do need to remember that these products and bounties also operate within the real world and are bound by laws. This is going to benefit immensely for both organizations and users of the Bepro Network product, ensuring to both parties the legality of remote working and to make sure everything that they are doing is above board. They will have all the information they need in order to run a respectful and professional business when reporting their financials to their desired governing bodies, also helping to prevent any cases of identity theft for any parties involved. This is found across the board for every major, well-respected and professional company within not only Web 2 but Web 3 as well. KYC is important. We need to know who's doing what. And this feature is planned to be implemented within Q1 of this year. So exciting. So moving on. You've probably already noticed there's a running theme with these features being added to the Bepro Network product and with the rebranding of Taikai Labs, and that is streamlining the user experience for everything encompassed within the Taikai Labs ecosystem, both Taikai and Bepro Network. We need to ensure that our products are as user-friendly and accessible as possible. We want the user to be left with absolutely no questions on how to use the products and the full capability of all the products as well. So one of the first major updates we'll see with regards to streamlining this process will be to the Taikai product, so the homepage and the product page found within the Taikai product, okay? They want to make the product more focused and convey all the important details about how Taikai differs from all the other hackathon platforms on the market. It speaks for itself. Users need to know why Taikai is the best hackathon platform out there and how exactly they can use it to their benefit. Now, we will also see the implementation of a product tour for the Bepro Network product. In order to help new users navigate the Bepro Network application, they're planning on adding a new onboarding tool, which will essentially just guide the user through all of the features and capabilities found within the Bepro Network application, really honing in on the ease of adoption of the Bepro Network application. We want new users to be able to come to our products and to be blown away by the true scope of the capabilities of such a powerful product, which is Bepro Network, and how it can really accelerate your product to the next level. It's also very important that we also align the design with the overall product vision, which is to deliver high quality products and services that meet the needs of their users and communities. In essence, simplifying the products for every kind of user and making them as accessible and easy to use as humanly possible, which truly does align with the overall vision of Taikai Labs and what they're trying to do with unlocking the potential to the true developer economy. We'll end this portion with a quote from our head of design, Rodrigo Sosa. "We want to make the transition from Web 2 to Web 3 as seamless as possible, and while it will take a bit more time and feedback from our users, we are fully committed to achieving this goal." Fantastic. We're not going to rush anything. We're going to take on board as much feedback as possible from the users of these products and really focus in on the problems that they have in order to streamline it and make it as accessible as possible. This is a big theme for 2023. Accessibility. Accessibility, simplification, and onboarding of new users and clients. Adoption, baby. Adoption. Swiftly moving into the marketing initiatives for 2023. This is a big buzzword for Web3 products. Marketing, when marketing? Well, this is what we've got. We will see a big push towards co-marketing with other big organizations and projects within the space we're involved in, primarily by interacting with other ecosystems, with the primary goal to attract new projects and users to our ecosystem, okay? A really fantastic example of one of these co-marketing initiatives that is already ongoing, starting in 2023, this year, the new Twitter Spaces, which are being hosted through the Bepro Network account by inviting big industry players into these live calls, introducing themselves and how they position themselves within their ecosystem, and also introducing our products to their ecosystem and how they can benefit by using our incredible tools. An example of this was the recent Bepro talks with Moonbeam, the Moonbeam Network. We seem to have a very good relationship with the guys over at the Moonbeam Network. Another important initiative is the Bepro Network for Partners, which is essentially an offer for potential clients to come out to try our product before building their own bounty network within our ecosystem. This is evident that this is going to help drive adoption by building a strong trust bond with these organizations and projects by demonstrating the value of our product before they even dip their toes in. We will also see the partnership between us and some major Web3 events this year, including things like ETH Porto, which is sponsored by Ethereum Ecosystem Support Program, alongside Chainlink, which are some huge names in the space, as well as D-House, which deserves an entire video in itself talking about D-House and how bringing all of these projects to work within the same building as each other, to bounce ideas back and forth, and how we can really streamline the process of new features in each project and how each and every product within D-House can help accelerate each other. You can build business relationships with projects which just aren't possible online in spaces like these. These large Web3 events are obviously going to help push awareness for both Bepro Network and Taikai and provide them with all the information about what we do here at Taikai and Bepro. Once they get a taste for how powerful these tools are, there's no doubt in my mind we'll be seeing them within the Bepro Network and Taikai ecosystem in a heartbeat. Let's quickly talk a little bit about ETH Porto by addressing one of the statements made by our CEO and co-founder, Mario Alves. Taikai is involved in the organization of the event with the support from ETH Foundation. We are focused on bringing quality sponsors for the event, and we are already seeing the community engaged. We truly believe this will be an awesome ETH event. We're enjoying the process and the attention it's getting, especially considering it's the first edition. And as a side note, Taikai will be the hackathon platform used at the event. So everyone involved in this event will be introduced to Taikai and get hands-on with the Taikai product itself. You don't get much better than that. We will also see the introduction of new community incentives and rewards in the forms of POAPs, which is essentially a proof of attendance NFT that will be able to be minted whilst you attend certain things like the Bepro Talks or of one of Taikai's hackathons. By owning some of these NFTs, you will have exclusive access to many initiatives found within Bepro Network and Taikai this year, rewarding people for their participation in these sort of events. If you want to reward me for attending these awesome spaces, be my guest. The event in itself is enough, but there's no doubt in my mind this will increase the engagement of these events and just proves how involved in the space you are. Now let's take a little look at the sales strategy for both Taikai and Bepro in the coming year. Primarily, we'll be focusing on attending Web3 events as a way to drive the adoption of both products. Obviously, participating in these events will increase visibility and provide the opportunity for our team to connect with other products and ecosystems within the space, hopefully making some fantastic partnerships in the process. So in terms of increasing specifically Bepro Networks adoption. The team is focused on primarily collaborating with the largest ecosystem players in targeting layer 1 and layer 2 projects as well as DAOs in order to increase the adoptions, okay? They're going for the biggest players in the market. Fantastic! And quoting our business development manager, Enrique Silva, we will collaborate with one of the biggest ecosystems in the Web3 space. So be sure to stay tuned for the announcement in the next couple of weeks. By focusing on these types of projects, we hope to build a strong and diverse community around Bepro Network and drive the adoption of the platform. Yes! Nice! So, like I mentioned earlier, whilst I was editing this video together for you, they released potentially some of the biggest news and one of the biggest partnerships to ever come forward for the Bepro Network ecosystem. And that is the official partnership between Bepro Network and Polygon MATIC. The 10th largest crypto project in the world, Polygon MATIC, will use Bepro Network white-labeled bounty framework in order to provide themselves with a fully Polygon MATIC branded bounty network. This is not one of the projects found within the MATIC ecosystem, but the Layer 2 project itself will have its own official bounty network, and that solution will be provided to them by our beloved Bepro Network. How amazing is this? When they said they were going for the largest industry players, they really were not lying. They are literally one of the biggest players in the ecosystem. Guys and girls, we are sat on top of a gold mine, okay? A lot of you that have been following the project for a long time have believed in the overall vision of Bepro Network, but these partnerships are really proving this theory true. And just think of the implications of such a gigantic project, such a prevalent player in the ecosystem using Bepro Network's framework. If other projects see that they both endorse and use our product, if they go onto their custom bounty network themselves and have a look around and just see how professional and easy to use such a bounty network is, they will be blown away by the fact they too can have the same exact framework that the industry leaders are using for their own projects for the simple fee of locking up some Bepro. Guys, this is just the start. We're already starting off the year of adoption with one of the largest industry players. I know I keep stressing this and keep repeating the same thing, but guys, one of the largest industry players in the market is using Bepro Network. It's happening, guys. There's going to be some crazy times ahead for the project, okay? It seems that it's all going to happen pretty quickly, if you ask me. Taikai Labs aren't messing around today. Really outstanding performance from them since the acquisition of Bepro Network. I've got nothing but props to give to them. They've been able to make the correct moves in order to place the product in front of the right eyes, not trying to artificially pump up the token price of the Bepro Network application. There's no need for it. All of this will come organically. Bring the projects, bring the developers, and adoption will come. Music to my ears. We've also got some major features and updates come into the Taikai product, so Taikai V3, which will be the next version of their hackathon platform, introducing a proof of participation system into the platform, receiving an on-chain NFT to showcase the projects they have been involved in the past, similar to a CV. Quoting Taikai head of product, Enrique Macedo, this new feature will provide every hackathon stakeholder, such as participants, juries, or mentors, with a tangible and verifiable way to demonstrate their participation, projects they've worked on, evaluated, or mentored. They will also be allowing them to mint NFTs from past participation in events prior to the implementation of the system, so backdating it. They will also see a new voting system being implemented within the product, allowing for the hackathons to be more inclusive, transparent, and accurate. Now, one of the most interesting developments for the Taikai product is the migration of this product to an EVM, which is very exciting to me, as I've really not thought of the implications of having Taikai's operation brought to an EVM. The first thing that springs to mind is one of the previous statements made a while back, hoping to integrate these products into one streamlined place for users to use. So having both Bepro Network and Taikai on an EVM, maybe just a little first insight into what we could see in store further down the line in the future, 1 or 2 years. Who knows? It states here this will bring many benefits such as increased security and interoperability, and allows us to take advantage of the existing development ecosystem and tooling available on an EVM-based network. They're basically enabling interoperability between Bepro Network, DAppKit, and Taikai. This is just the surface, ladies and gentlemen, okay? I don't think we really quite understand the true scope of what Taikai Labs is trying to achieve with all of these products. And obviously, as previously stated, the partnership between these Web3 hackathons that will be using Taikai as a hackathon platform of choice. A perfect way to get developers and organizations familiar with the Taikai system and the capabilities of such an outstanding product. So, to wrap up, a very, very ambitious year for 2023. And the goals that I've laid out for you are simply the current goals. Who knows, maybe 6, 7, 8 months down the line, what goals we've been able to achieve. This is just the surface of what is possible for 2023. And I have no doubt in my mind we'll see Bepro Network and Taikai up with some of the biggest names within the space we're involved in. It's an exciting year. A year for adoption. Let's see where it takes us. As I've stated before, Taikai brings the heat. So if Taikai can bring the heat in terms of adoption, there's no complaints from me. I wish the team good luck on these incredibly ambitious goals. And I have no doubt in my mind we will go above and beyond in terms of achieving these goals. I'm excited to be back and making content for this great ecosystem. And with that, I'll see you in the next one, Bepro Bulls.